Okay, you're going to like this one when it comes to Regulation E.
All
Are
right.
you required to take pending debit card disputes?
Oh, gosh, we did that webinar about a month and a half ago, and I tell you what, that was a question popular question. That's what I was looking for there. So Reg E has not changed in several years with respect to disputes. It has not kept up with technology. And this is where, gosh, we really want Reg E to be updated so because we can, take advantage of what's happened with technology. But we need to be careful what we wish for, right? So technology allows us to see a whole lot more than what we used to see. And so these pending transactions, customers can see them. You've probably always been able to see them, internally. But the customer now, when they pull out their phone and they're looking at their bank account, they can see that, there's pending transaction. I didn't do that. And so they call the bank, and 9 times out of 10, they probably did it and they're just not recognizing it, right? So the pending transaction, what do you have to do with that? Well, I think from a customer service standpoint, if somebody calls you before the item actually hits the account, okay, you probably should probably raise a red flag. Now, do you need to do anything just yet? No, because the customer isn't out yet. But you might be able to take advantage of the fact that the transaction hasn't hit the account yet and either decline it, send it back, stop it, however you can make it so it doesn't end up being a dispute, something that you have to investigate. So I think you want to acknowledge when somebody contacts you regarding a pending item, but there's nothing in Reg E that says anything you have to do with it. Now, I think in that question, Diane, you asked something about provisional credit. So let's say that our institution is going to recognize, when somebody calls on a pending item, we're going to do something with that because we might be able, again, just to turn it away, right? And, save us from having to actually do something beyond that. We don't even have to do a dispute because we stop the transaction from happening. Um, when it hits the account, okay, I think you need to recognize that you've received notice, even if it came relative to the pending item. That's my take on it. And then that would start the 10-day time frame for the provisional credit. Provisional credit, it doesn't come into play until we have something that actually hits the account and is a disputed item. So I think you need to do something with the pending out of the name of customer service. But as far as Reg E goes, until it hits the account, you really don't have anything to do. But when it does, investigation promptly, and then the provisional credit rules need to be followed relative to that 10-day time frame.